Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
Today, we're going to talk about why Caitlin Clark may have not won the Dawn Staley Guard Award in 2024. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. So, Rob, Caitlin Clark won the Dawn Staley Guard Award from the Dawn Staley Association freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. And anybody that knows Caitlin Clark knows that she got better every year. For some strange reason, she didn't win it her senior year. Hannah Hidalgo did. Now, Caitlin Clark was the first freshman to ever win it, and she was also the first person to ever win it twice. So I'm wondering, why did that take place? Caitlin Clark, that was one of the best years ever by a player, and one of the best, probably the best year ever by a guard in the history of women's basketball. And somehow she didn't win the Guard Award from the Dawn Staley Association. So I did some research. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Mark, dare we say that the C word has come again, just like our last video, has come into effect?
Yeah, I'm thinking, Rob. I hate conspiracies because they're usually not based upon fact and logic, but sometimes you just gotta say, "Whoa, something's wrong here."
Yeah, something's not here.
Yeah. So let's think what might be wrong. This award came out in 2024. Rob, the credentials for this award, I will tell you what it says on their website for the Dawn Staley Award. Basically, the Phoenix Club of Philadelphia has the standard, and it's given annually to a player who exemplifies the skills that Dawn possessed throughout her career: ball handling, scoring, her ability to distribute the basketball, and her will to win. That sounds like Caitlin Clark to me.
It sounds like it to me.
So they gave it to Anna Hidalgo, which is fine, and they mentioned her defense, which is fine, but that's not part of the criteria in the award. So that's interesting.
No. Yeah.
And what happened in 2023? Well, the undefeated South Carolina team lost to Iowa. I wonder if that had anything to do with the fact that Caitlin Clark did not win the award in 2024, Rob.
Well, Mark, you think Dawn Staley had some input into this award here?
It's funny that you ask, Rob, because as I'm looking at this award, as they describe Hannah Hidalgo winning it, there's a quote there, and then after the quotes, it says Dawn Staley. So she obviously has a huge influence on who wins this award. And I say this, Rob, because if you notice, after Dawn Staley's South Carolina undefeated team lost to Caitlin Clark's Iowa team, she didn't say anything about Caitlin Clark. She didn't give her any compliment whatsoever. Okay, the next year, after her team wins and she's in a good mood, and they beat Iowa in the finals and Caitlin Clark lost the second year, she goes, well, I guess I'll compliment Caitlin Clark now. And she did. She said, Caitlin Clark, she didn't say she was the greatest player of all time, but she said, you're great and you did a lot for women's basketball. And then like a month later, she made sure Caitlin Clark wouldn't get on the Olympic team. She certainly influenced.
You're great, wonderful, but you can't have my award. Sorry.
No, there was actually a quote by her, like before they'd announced it, and right after Caitlin Clark finished. Well, Caitlin Clark's time will come. You can see she decided, even before Caitlin Clark's WNBA career started, that she was going to push not to have her on that team, because that quote came before Caitlin Clark played in the WNBA. So I can't read Dawn Staley's mind. I don't like her for the reasons I'm just discussing right now, and it wouldn't surprise me if she did this out of spite. We can't have Caitlin Clark win my award, my award meaning her award, 4 times in a row, because nobody else can top that. But now Hannah Hidalgo can top Caitlin Clark because she can win it 4 times in a row, because Caitlin Clark only won it 3 times, and that'll make her, Dawn Staley, happy.
Of course. We can't. She couldn't have that, 4 times in a row. Plus, she
did not win an award for best guard when you probably had the best season ever for a guard in the history of women's basketball. I just don't understand.
Well, she didn't follow
Hannah Hidalgo is a better defender than Caitlin Clark, but Caitlin Clark was the player of the year, okay, and had a great year.
Well, Mark, she had those other awards. Go give that other award to somebody else. So she had enough awards that year. So
I understand, and in fact, I didn't even notice it at first. I just saw that Hannah Hidalgo. I said, what? I don't know. Doug won. Don Staley wouldn't have Caitlin Clark won it last year. No, I didn't even notice that Caitlin Clark didn't because she won so many awards her senior year. She won every award other than that one. So I didn't even notice it at first when I was following it. So it kind of like slipped by.
She had enough, Mark. She had enough awards. What's one? I mean, who cares? She won 3 years in a row. You know, what's one more?
I wouldn't even want those awards anymore, Rob, because I wouldn't even like Dawn Staley if I was Caitlin Clark. Now, she's a bigger person than I am because I would hold more grudges than she does. She doesn't seem to hold any grudges. She doesn't hold any grudges against Angel Reese for the finger in the thing, stalking her after a game. She doesn't hold grudges to Kennedy Carter. She says nice things about Kennedy Carter. So she's a bigger person than I am because those things would bother me at least a little bit.
Mark, she's got the mindset where like, oh, award. What does that mean? You know, I know. I mean, she's got that inner confidence. When you know you're good, and you know but you don't have to flaunt it and say it like that. So she goes, I mean, she didn't like go off and say, why didn't I win this award? Like, who matters? I know I'm good. I know I'm good. So I don't have to worry about getting this award.
You mean when she's 2-time Player of the Year and first team All-American at 4 times according to the U.S. Basketball Writers Association? She doesn't care when some person who can't dribble a basketball says, "Oh, we don't give out participation trophies." Right. You know, she doesn't care about comments like that.
Yeah, she takes the high, like I said, she takes the high road. She's like, whatever, you know, you can keep your hating, whatever, but I know I'm a good ball player, so deal with it. I'm only going to get better, so I'm here to stay.
That's the thing, Rob. That's the interesting thing about her. I think Hannah Hidalgo got better this year. Dawn Staley, you know, was a good player, but she wasn't the same level as Caitlin Clark. So I don't think so. She had a nice WNBA career, but she never won a defensive award either. So either in college or
didn't she go? Didn't her steals go down?
She had a lot of steals in college, but only 1.2. Over 3 in college, but only 1.2 in the WNBA, which is kind of strange. So, but anyways, I can see Dawn Staley having a little grudge against Caitlin Clark after that was an undefeated team too that lost, Rob, and they would have. If they had not lost that game, they would have won 3 in a row, and they wouldn't even have any losses for they were undefeated this next year, right? So
right.
They would have had a huge winning streak, and Caitlin Clark was the only one that really made a difference whether or not the winning streak existed or not. So I have a feeling there was something to that. It's just I'm not a conspiracy, guys. Everybody knows that you follow
we don't use that C word now.
That there was a reason for that change. Right. You didn't win it 4th year in a row. Let us know what you think down below. If you think I'm right on this, or you think I'm just, projecting my thoughts onto Dawn Staley. If you like this video, hit the like button and share the video if you do. And I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, whichever you celebrate or whatever you celebrate for this time of year. And we want to thank all our supporters for their support this year because we couldn't have done it without you. We just started in April. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Please give us a Christmas present. Give us a Hanukkah present. And make sure you hit the notification bell when you do. And if you want, you can join us for our live show tonight. I'll be doing that from 6 to 8. It's every Monday except for major holidays. And you can call them for that show, so it's pretty cool. And if you want to donate to this channel, there's super chats and super thanks down below. And there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Joyeux Noël. Happy Hanukkah. Shalom.